Hey everyone, welcome back to Isyour6covered. Appreciate you showing up. It is 9:14, so we're kind of close, maybe a little tardy. Today is going to be a chat about weather. So actually, Drew had brought up the question on an email, or maybe it was a comment. Some of the things that I saw, some of the things that people did in order to get out of the rain. Now, you did have to shoot in the rain, but having your gear kind of stowed away the best that you could. So how it was they had a nice covered area, and then in front of that, and the ranges towards you guys, you had to have your rifles out front, in front of the stages. And in doing so, it made it for a lot of rifles sitting out in the rain. But people improvised, they made stuff work, and we'll get into some of that today, some of the things that we came across shooting in the rain. Now, it had sprinkled, it had rained. It wasn't so much a huge downpour of rain. It was more of just rained all day, basically. The kind of getting some of this stuff set up for you guys. And I did put it out. I was originally not going to put the trophy out just because everybody's like, he's going to put it out. Let's put it out kind of deal. And actually got to meet 80 Baja. So that was awesome. Gamma Mill or Tizzles out there. But let's see who got first place. We got Drew Bradley in first. Six Rudders. How are you, buddy? And Carcane, Joe Combs, Talkin' Rock, Tree Feller, 22 LR from the famous country of Australia. Willard is out there. Welcome, Willard. Doug B, John Rollins, Brian T, Richard's out there. Tim Rink, Mr. Ortiz. Who else? Frankfurt, Douglas Helm. Welcome, welcome. And Frankfurt says, congratulations. Appreciate that. We got Motocross J23 out there. Welcome, welcome. And Barry Danick. So we'll have some fun. And looks like we got
What's up?
We got old X-Rings dropping some stuff off. He's doing some reload right now for a special event, I would assume. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how you're supposed to say.
Yeah.
But some of the things that we got to show you guys the shirt first off. Look at that. Machete Yeti. So Ben Blevins, they had built some of these, and really cool shirts. So those are pretty awesome. And we got some rifle covers. So you guys might have seen this video. This was Century Live to Protect. And I grabbed the wrong one. I grabbed this one, actually. And this did not do well at all, as it in my testing video. It basically bled through it. I'm going to show you guys this. So if you guys are thinking about buying a style of one of these, don't go with this. It's a nice soft fabric material on the inside, kind of like I don't know, some type of cloth material, but it soaks in and then this thing just stays wet, basically. So I did go out and pick up, which I was trying to grab this one, but I grabbed the wrong one. This one is a Midway USA, and I picked it up to try it out and do some testing on. And I haven't done any testing with this one yet, but you can see in here it's got a different material. You can tell it's appears to be more weather resistant. So hopefully this one will work better. There was guys and gals using trash bags, which seemed to work okay. There was people that were using tarps. So they basically had a tarp folded and then basically over the top of almost a whole squad's rifle. So it's kind of cool. The unfortunate part was every time someone would grab the rifle, they would have to, pull the tarp up and grab the rifle. So some of the things that they came across was basically the lens. Some people were running scope, covers basically, and some people were not. I was not actually. I was just trying to do a really good job of keeping the cover on. And what's up, Shibalseki? Keeping the cover on and basically not tilting it up too high when we were getting ready for the stage. There was times where I was helping people, you know, basically using my hand to cover their lens. But having some type of nice fiber towel definitely helps. I'm not saying it's the greatest idea to rub your lens with a fiber towel, but when it's full of water and all smudged up, and a lot of times the drips are not a problem. It's when someone goes in there to try to touch it and screw it up, then it gets kind of messed up. And some people will try to blow on it. And in that weather, all it did was create a bunch of blurriness from getting all fogged up. So that didn't work so well. There was one person that was using some canned air, which I'm not sure how well that worked. I do know if you're going to do that in a hot summer day, I have seen where people have actually cracked their lenses. So you're shooting in Utah or somewhere where it's nice and hot, and then you blow almost freezing cold air onto it, it'll crack that lens, and that's what I have seen. So be careful of that. I think they had the can upside down, which was kind of making the liquid part come out a little more than it should have. So that could have been the reason behind it. Not so sure on that, but just be careful if you're going to use compressed air in a can, because you can crack the scope lens. Let me jump out here real quick. We got Barry Danick, John Peak. What's going on, John? Got to shoot with John Peak. Jay Bird. Yeah, it was a cool trophy and cool shirts for sure. Let's see. Ask Ray, what are the best AR mags to use when reloading or seating bullets longer? What brand? ? I know he likes the Lancer mags, but I don't know if that's longer bullets or not. He's busy, right?
For AR?
Yeah, for an AR. For an AR.
I use Lancers, and that's pretty much it. Nothing else. What's going on, everybody?
Let's see. Tree Feller. Up to a bunch of YouTube tarts. Congratulations, Rick. Saw you brought home the trophy. Yeah, Shibalseki, appreciate it. Let's see here. Rick is wearing pantyhose now. Let's see. Manuel Lopez. Oh, yeah, it's too close.
That's all right. Here's both of the things, too. One more menu, good to go.
All right. Appreciate it.
I appreciate
It froze the lens up. What?
I said I never used it. Too much of a pain.
Gotcha. All right. See, what's up, Abigail? So the some of the other things were umbrellas.
We gotta go.
He's out here.
All right, see y'all.
Get your butt out here. Joker Wild Powers out there. How's it going? I appreciate it, Joker. There was a lot of stages. Well, actually, all the stages. None of them were covered, but what we did was we ran an umbrella. You might have saw some pictures in that last video. It actually worked really well. Big shout out to Willard for having basically some double-sided Velcro, and we just kind of made it work Boy Scout style. And it definitely was nice because it kept the rain off the camera. I had two tripods, so I just basically kind of closed them together where the legs went inside the other one, and I was able to have a spotting scope and then the phone as well. And definitely worked out. We could hide under it when we weren't shooting, so it was a huge help. There was one squad that had one of those big like 10 by 10 tents, you know, basically just the covers, and they would move it from stage to stage, and that actually worked pretty well. It kept everybody semi-dry till you got to shooting. And then depending on your luck of the draw, depending on when they called your name up, you may have been shooting in pouring rain, or you may have found a little micro window of just some drizzle. So it worked out pretty good. Balton Curious, welcome. There's an intruder in your house. Some guy is lurking in the background. Yeah, that was he was dropping off the FI here. FI, what the hell is it called? A&D FX. There it is, FX. Papa's Place. See, stainless steel mags will allow you to load longer rounds. Willard was in the zone. He was really doing an amazing job, actually. some of the things, if you're going to shoot in the rain, is have some, if I would have had some sheet protectors. So this thing finally dried out, and it is almost crunchy now. But it is the course of fire, which was nice to have ahead of time. They gave this to you on the 0. And if you guys aren't familiar, maybe you're thinking about shooting a match, a lot of times they will print these out or email them to you the night before. They kind of almost wait. NRL, they kind of give you the one for the month kind of deal. But a lot of the PRS ones, you'll get it like the night before, so you can't really go out and practice exactly have the stage set up with distances and stuff. So depending on what you're shooting, but it's nice because it tells you the distance. You can see the distance there was 379. Well, you'll see in front of it, which is freaking amazing. So you see 3A, 182, and then 3B, 379. Talked a little bit about this earlier. Ben was he had an amazing course of fire setup. What was nice was if you're at stage 6 and you had, well, let's just say you're at stage 6. Stage 6 had 1, 2, 3, 4 targets, and each of them were marked with a sign, and it would say 6A, 6B, 6C, and 6D somewhere near the target. That was a huge help in a lot of the different stages, especially with the rain, and depending on how fogged up or how wet your lens was, it definitely helped to find the little target. So basically there'd be a sign about this big, and then you had to find a target about that big. So it would help for sure. So huge shout out to Ben again for setting up an amazing match. But you will get a course of fire the night before. Some of you will want to basically put in the dope prior to, so you can see 0.01, 0.64, 146, 2.67, blah, 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 blah. And all this can be done at 0 if the temperatures are going to basically be right around the same. And they were. I actually was able to utilize all this data and not really have to. I checked it a couple times just to make sure, but it was all damn spot on. It was, which was nice. So worked out well. Those of you that like to run like the sleeves, armband style, you could have had one set up for every stage already and then just slipped it in your thing. Or like myself, I just write it on blue tape on one of my dope card holders, so it works out pretty well. Some of the things, I don't have them here. I don't think. Now, some of the things I wanted to hit on today was a little bit of safety items. And I'm not a good component of being smart. And I went to Bass Pro Shop and finally picked up some of these lead begons. So a lot of us that shoot 22, we're definitely more susceptible to getting lead in our blood than, say, someone that's shooting center fire with copper-plated bullets. We're touching a lot more lead than most, especially if you're shooting a high-quality 22 bullet. It's not going to have that crappy little copper jacket kind of deal on it. So you're going to be more likely to get lead deposits into your blood. And that's just from handling the ammo, loading the mags. And then what we really forget to do is we forget to wash our hands. And, we will drink and eat stuff, smoke, or stuff's getting in our mouth, and it's not good for us. So I'm going to try to do better and try to be better and promote to be safer. Using something like these skin cleansing wipes. Now, do they work great? I have no idea. I just bought these, but I figured as much shooting as we do, especially a lot of you guys out there as well, it won't hurt. And for $10, you can probably find them online cheaper, but this could be very valuable because your blood levels, your lead in your blood, as they elevate, a lot of things start to happen to you. And we got enough issues, right? We don't need to worry about having more stuff. So how do they taste? They taste pretty good, actually. I like to get all the lead on them first and then eat them, so I make sure I get it all. Let's see. Can I take the cash equivalent instead? Let's see. What do you guys got out here? Ace in the holes out there. Welcome. Rick, I got a bottle of Let Bad Shooter Be Gone. I got a bottle of Let Bad Shooter Be Gone. I see you don't need it, so more for everyone else. Thanks, DW. Let's see. What up, Pickle Rick? Travis Schmitter's out there. What's going on, buddy? So if you guys don't know, this gentleman right here, I'm going to have to show this off again. Not because I wanted to, not because I'm super excited to win this monster of a beautiful thing, but if you guys run matches and maybe you're local, maybe you're far and you want to order something, definitely hit Travis up. These things are, it's 2 pieces, so this is not painted on. This is actually a cut piece of metal from his laser machine and then painted some high quality freaking paint job. I don't know. But look at the detail in that. Really, really damn cool. And then you got a coffin bottom there with a NRL 22X on there. So huge shout out to Travis for making these badass things. If there was a trophy you would win, you'd want it to be one of Travis's for sure. Let's see. I had a high lead count in my blood when I went for a job interview. Actually, yeah, Willard and I were kind of talking about this. And I was looking for some cleaning supplies, which I bought some, the Tipton 26-pack Ultra Jags. Kind of needed those because for some reason somebody eats them. I got some mops. And for some reason I couldn't remember what the hell thread I had because they have a 540 and an 832. I think it's 832, but I figured I'll just get them both because. And then some more 22 270 caliber patches. So yeah, let's talk a little bit about the lead. Too much lead is no bueno. Dangerous stuff for sure. Jay Bird says, yeah, it'll jack you up really, really bad, more than you think. And unfortunately, I don't know all of the signs and symptoms. I'm pretty sure it's for forgetfulness. It's a lot of the stuff I already have. And I think maybe some of it's due to that. The other part's drinking too much aluminum can Pepsi back in the day. Today I made some powdered tea. I keep some powdered tea in my vehicle as like an emergency. You can always find water, but you can't find sweet tea. So I tried to make a quick batch before we started this. And I put way too much stuff in it. So it is full strength. It is turbocharged right now. I probably won't sleep till tomorrow. It's going to be bad. Twisted Metal of Texas is out there. Let's see. Joaquin Jack Nava. There's Wombat. So Wombat, you guys, where is it at? Let me click right here. Wombat says, it's an amazing how much joy a painted piece of metal can bring a person. Yeah, for sure. Especially my first one. I've done a lot of different style shooting in the past, but when it comes to precision long range anything, I don't have one of those for that. Those ones up there from some shotgun stuff, trap, and but never have I ever got such a cool trophy. So huge shout out again to the man, the myth. We got Elster out there. What's going on, Mr. Elster? No rest for the wicked. It's going well, my man. We got Ramsey Countries out there. Very nice. But I think I'm saying this right. Man, it's getting hot in here. Wombat, you just put that video out, right? With the Voodoo? Let's see if he'll answer. 6'5" shooters out here. Just subscribed. Enjoy the channel. Getting CZ ready to try the 22 LR game. I've only shot off the bench. I've got some practice to do. That's the fun part. 6.5 shooter is just go out there and no reloading, my man. Just buy ammo and have fun. Positional shooting is going to be very important for you. Getting a good, solid foundation in basically 5 different heights, from standing all the way down to basically prone. So once you figure out how to build a good, solid foundation, you'll be able to take a nice, clean shot. So hopefully that helps with your adventure. Starting off, see, tea powder is the best prepping item. That's right, Abigail. Having some, like out here in North Carolina, it rains a lot. I could basically just put this cup, I'm exaggerating right now, but I could just put this cup on the ground outside and probably have it full. Meaning we get a lot of rain out here. I got like 250 waterfalls within an hour and a half of me. So water is not as important as it was in California. But having tea, powdered tea, and some sugar mixed together is a huge, important prepping item for sure for me. Let's see here. Way to go in third place. Putting a foot to the ass. That's right. Treat Todd. Let's see. Once you have elevated levels of lead in your blood, does it stay in your body until the day you go belly up? That's a great question, Conservative Sniper. I do not know. Maybe somebody out there will know. I believe there's ways to get rid of it. Heavy doses of sweet tea will definitely remove it. Just kidding. Again, people, don't go out and overdose on sweet tea. You're not a trained professional like I am. Sweet tea could harm you more than help you. I am a trained professional when it comes to drinking sweet tea. Let's see here. Oh, it wasn't me. What video? Okay. I thought it was Wombat. It wasn't Wombat. So there's a channel out there, something close to Wombat. Maybe you guys will know. Somebody actually sent me the link to it. I think it was Conservative Sniper Hunter, on how they supposedly fixed the issue of the Voodoo 360. And let me go grab a bolt real quick. So that some people have been having extraction problems with the Voodoo 360, and some people have been having more problems than that, because I am one of them. But let me just say that there is a video out there, and they have figured out a way to fix some of the issues. So a 360 is basically a 60-degree 3-lug 22. So you can see 1, 2, and 3 lugs. What they did was, when the bolt comes back, so that the extractor, basically it's pulling the shell back past the extractor, and the extractor's kicking it out. What they have found out is, on some of them, is when the bolt comes back, it doesn't come back far enough, and the extractor is very short. So somehow, like, they took 30 thousandths, they cut a notch in one of the bolts, and in order to give it more room, so as you rack the bolt back, the extractor actually will protrude farther now and actually help kick that case out. So kudos to Voodoo for figuring out one of the issues. And then I'm just going to be a dick and say, now work on the magazine. There's still issues with the magazine. Fix the magazine. If you guys don't know, that's an inside joke. I've been saying that for a while now, because I really want my 360 to work well enough that I can shoot it in a match. And I'm just not going to do it until they get it figured out. So I will be shooting the Rim-X. Now, the Rim-X, some of you guys know already. Some of you guys are new to the channel. I switched over to a Rim-X. I've had 4. I think I've had 4. Yeah, I've had 2 90s. No, I've had 3. 2 90s and a 360, I believe, is what I had. I've either had 3 or 4 Voodoos. I can't remember. I think it is 4, actually. I had a Gen 1, 2 Gen 290s, and then a 360. So the 360's been giving me some issues, some heartburn. I finally said to hell with it. You can't run a match if you can't win a match or do well at a match if you can't get the damn bullet in. You've heard me say that before. So I switched over and ended up with one of these. The first time shooting the Rimex, I had no issues. And it was in the rain too. We were doing, if you're going to test your gear, you're going to figure out what's working, not so much just the rifle, but let alone everything. If your scope, there was a scope that went down. I won't say who it was. It was a US Optics scope, and it got water in the turrets. And the person actually dropped some shots because of his stupid scope. So buy good gear. I know it's expensive, but then you don't have to deal with stuff like that. I think that was the only hiccup I heard, at least when it came to optics. So save up, buy good gear, or at least decent gear, because at the end of the day, you're just going to be pissed and want to throw it in the trash anyways. Let's see. Tyler shot lights out, figuratively and literally. Yeah, Brody. Let's see here. I actually saw you guys on the NRL score points thing. I'm trying to figure out why my points aren't coming up for that match I did at VOD. So I don't know how the NRL one works, but I don't have any points for that. I think I came in decent. I know I should have had some points. Let's see here. Milk helps remove it. Oh, milk helps remove it, Tree Feller said. I don't know if that's true, but if you want to get rid of lead, that might be one of the ways to do it. 6'5", that's where I started on bench and never looked back. Yeah, when I met Willard, I met Willard at his first match, and it was actually the Pursuit. No, it wasn't Pursuit of Accuracy. Pursuit of Accuracy helped John Cole do one. It was Liberty Precision. That's what it was. That was an awesome match. Very windy, very far targets, and a lot of holding for wind on that one, especially on the ELR stages. But basically what I'm getting at is he was a bench rush shooter, and I could see it. We were on the same squad. I could see it in his face how much he was enjoying this thing. And I'm like, he's hooked. He'll be back. And, he showed up with an MOA scope. He showed up with some type of normal rifle, 22. I don't remember what it was. And from there, he's really embraced it and has been practicing his butt off, and it's definitely shown. And I've seen it. I've shot with Willard quite a bit. I don't know how many times we've shot together in matches, but you can definitely see his he is going full tilt trying to get better. See, Sergeant Ramsey, yes we are. I saw 6 does and 8 pointers this evening. Ramsey country, he going hunting. Get you some Bambies. Let's see. Nothing beats tea sweetened with monk fruit. Can you testify? Yeah. If you want to freaking don't overdo it, let me tell you, you will be shocked at what happens. Let's see. When I eat beans for dinner and Mrs. won't sleep in the same bed. All right. Pursuit of Accuracy says, Voodoo just needs some JB Weld. I can make them a video on how to. Yeah, the problem with that, Josh, is when you change the chassis, your magazine may or may not fit. That's the unfortunate part. But if you never take it out of that chassis, Josh did put some JB Weld on the back of the magazine. And that's basically what's really happening. I got one right here, actually. So you can do things like this, or you can see some, it's Velcro. It's hard to see in this camera, but that is Velcro. You can see the catch right there. The problem is these are not perfectly the same. So especially if you're trying to go from metal back to polymer and stuff like that, you're really going to just hate life. So some of the issues with the Voodoo mags, I think, and I'm just a nobody on YouTube, they went with a straight feed for years and years, and 99% of a lot of different things, they have angle fed. CZs, all the Browning Buckmark-y kind of, it's canted, right? That magazine goes in sideways, or it basically feeds at an angle. And you don't have even rim lock. Basically, what will happen when you load these, you got to be super, super careful loading these so that you don't get the round on top behind the bullet. And then when you go to send it in, it locks on the other rim, so you can't. That's kind of called a rim lock. And then there's also issues where if you don't feed these well, you really got to look at them as they're basically in the mag like this. So you got to take special care when doing the Voodoo mags, unfortunately. I wish they would just do a 2.0 on these magazines and put an adjustable mag catch here, because you can customize each mag to fit that same chassis instead of trying to make a mag that's just not perfectly the same. And people are filing this down. People are putting JB Weld, like we said. People are putting screws here so that when you put pressure on the barricade, it doesn't rock back a little bit and you have issues trying to basically pick that bullet up. So just fix the damn magazine. Can't be that hard. Hell, if they'd let me, I'd fix the magazine. Let's see. We got Brad H out there. How you doing? How did that Vortex scope work in the rain, being overcast and everything? Actually, it worked phenomenal. It was amazing. It worked good. There was one time I had to clean the glass off, and that was obviously just from the rain and stuff. But no, it was clear. I could see through, I could see all the targets, and it worked extremely well. But it's you get what you pay for kind of thing back at that. I know some of the stuff that we review on the channel is expensive, guys and gals. But at the end of the day, this is my hobby. This is what I do. I don't collect cars. I don't even care about cars so much. That's just my hobby. So I'm willing to put some extra cash into it, just like people would with golf clubs and everything else. So let's see here. So it worked great. Thanks for asking, Brad. Let's see. Rick, could you not get that adjustable mag release work for you in your MPA chassis in combo with the Philo fix and the mag follower? Yeah, there's still some issues though, because at the end of the day, in Voodoo, nothing against Voodoo, they're cut for Lapua ammo, like Cinerex and stuff. And when I shot Cinerex out of it, I didn't have the issues that I had when I switched to Ely. The only problem is trying to find a good lot of ammo was tough, at least at the time I was dealing with it, because the selections were basically horrible. They didn't, a lot of people started buying basically cases and cases of ammo because everybody was worried. And at the end of the day, there just wasn't anything out there to lot test that was doing any good. So I actually switched over to Ely. The Ely was shooting well out of the 360, more accurate than the Center X was. The problem is it's not chambered for that stuff. So it was a little tight. I had failure to fires. I changed the firing spring in it, and I still had issues. So I wanted a damn rifle that would work. So until then, basically what I want to try to do, and I'll do this later, but I want to get the Voodoo 360 built with another Krieger barrel and chambered in Kenny's magic chamber, and then get it put on a 360 action. So, and then I still got mag issues, but I don't think the mag issues will be as big of a thing if you do all the crap that you have to do these. Filing the follower down was the first fix. So the follower guys, if you have the stock followers, they don't want you to file them down. They have ones that are filed down that they can send you. I'm not sure exactly how much they cost. They did send me some free of charge, which is awesome of Voodoo to do. But it didn't fix all the issues. So I said to hell with it. I wanted a rifle that would run. So until I can get it figured out, and I know Voodoo bashing, I want to shoot Ely, and that rifle does not like it. So until I can get an action or rebarreled, basically, it's just going to be sitting for a while. Let's see. Josh wants a link. Should we send Josh a link? That is a question that we must ask ourselves. I don't know. Sounds kind of fishy. To me. But we'll send him a link. Let's see what happens. All right. So Ryan Berg says, could you not? Okay. Yeah, so that was the issues. Definitely if you're going to get an MPA or if you're going to get an XLR now, they make an adjustable mag. I would definitely think about getting a chassis that has an adjustable mag because that'll definitely help. And it helped a lot with the 90-degree ones where you could make it nice and tight. The magazine would go in there and you really didn't have to worry about too much. But for some reason, mine just doesn't want to be happy. So yeah, definitely get one that has it. Sell that RPR Elster. Let's see. Yeah, Elster. Get that out. Let's see. Tree Feller wants a 1 in 12. You guys got to be careful with those. I know everybody's on the hot list of trying to figure out what the magic twist rate's going to be, and I don't know yet. We shall see. All I know is the 1 in 16's been working for, 100 plus years, maybe longer than that. And welcome to the show, Mr. I'll be nice, Mr. Josh. Look at the beard on that guy. What the hell? He gone. All right. Just built one. Got to call Dick. Ain't looking good. Oh, there you go. So this was the thing, guys. Everybody's in the search for this magic fix. This magic thing at long ELR distances. Basically 500 and in for this type of shooting we do. And it's not looking good, it sounds like. Eagle Eye. So Eagle Eye built Dick Hedges, a 1 in 12. And Dick was the one that got the barrel. It's a Luther Walther, which is a really good barrel manufacturer. And I just getting it firsthand right now. It ain't looking very good, is what Eagle Eye is saying. So that sucks. So be careful, you guys, when you're out here trying to think of the latest and greatest, and you may not be as happy as you think you are. A lot of times it's magnifying the issues. If you got a bullet that's just a little bit off, you're thinking it's going to work, and I don't know. Be careful. How's Little Hawk's shoulder feeling? That's for Kenny. Let's see here. What happened, Mr. Pursuit of Accuracy? There's nothing like watching Rick and Ray while sitting on the shitter waiting for a long. DW. All right, are you ready? Thumbs up. Nope, and he's gone again. What the hell? Are Lothar Walthers cut or buttoned? Honestly, I don't know, Joe M. I don't remember. I do have one in an AR build, and I've owned that rifle probably 15 years, so I don't even remember what the hell it looks like. Fast Twist is the devil. You can talk to Mr. Chris Beck. He actually it was a custom made from Voodoo. They had built him basically a truck axle 1 in 9, and 1 in 9 is going to be too fast. Too fast. Let me tell you guys, too fast for what he's trying to do with stock ammo. Mr. Robert Warren, hello, sir. Don't go faster than 1 in 14. Lothar Walthers are button rifled. See, good thing Eagle Eye's in here. Appreciate it, Eagle Eye. And if you guys don't know, the show tonight is being sponsored by Kenny over at dpgunworks.com. 0.7 with SK pistol, Ely Bullseye, and Lapua Center X. Yeah. Another thing, too, is he could just have – you guys got a lot test, especially if you're going to spend the money to build some custom rifle. I got super lucky because that Ely that I shoot out of the Rimex that Kenny built was actually designed for my 360, and I ordered 4 cases. Can't remember. We'll just call it a shit ton. And thank goodness it shot decent in the in the Rimex. So I was like, woo! Because if not, I was gonna have an Ely match. I was gonna have an Ely match sale and try to do some more lot testing. Now it shoots amazing with what's in here, but I'll tell you, if I did lot testing, I could probably even find something that's going to shoot better. But the problem is I have a lot of this ammo, and it works well. It works well enough to get one of those. So thank God. Thank goodness. Dun, dun, dun. Let's see. Uh-oh. We started a bee's nest. Look at all these comments coming up. Catching a ball to have cameras ready to ship by next week. Right now, I'm 2 to 3 weeks out. Yeah, Kenny slammed. He's building like 12, or he has like 11 or 12 Rimexes he's got to build. I don't know if you can blame that on us, but X-Ring and myself. But his getting stuff built time is coming to getting slower because he's got a lot of work to do. 1 of 15, by the look of it, would get you stable. I was thinking 1 in 12. Where'd Tyler go? Would be middle ground, but sounds like it may be a bit much, Kenny. Yeah, Tyler, I don't know, man. One of the top shooters in the nation is shooting a 1 in 16. And I figured, you know what? If he's doing it with a 1 in 16, I'll do it with the 1 in 16 and call it good enough. Let's see. Brody says, I can see 100 rounds of Ely match SK long rifle 10X and Norma TAC 22. Use what you need and test the rest with mine when ready. Look at that. Brody's getting a rifle built, so that's awesome. Congrats, Brody. Best twist rate, according to railgun shooters here in 22 Bullseye, is 114.5. See all this crazy bullshit? Just shoot the damn rifle. Just spend more time learning wind. That's where I need more practice, is learning wind. If you guys saw the video, remember what the hell I'm supposed to do. I shot off the barrel twice when I was supposed to shoot off it 3 times. So I had to go back. Then I missed anyways. You know, just stupid brain fart stuff. Try to get that stage in your head. And if you have any questions, ask before you start. Because if you go up there thinking you have, and this happened to me, it was that small tank trap one. I had talked to Ben, and I'm like, is this how you're supposed to shoot this? And I thought he said, yeah. And then the squad's like, no, you need to do this. And I'm like, man, it doesn't sound right. It's basically you got to dial everyone, dial everyone. So it was a very tough course, and you needed to hold the reticle in order to even come close to finishing that stage in time, at least with my skills. And I actually used my mulligan on that one. Thank goodness I bought a mulligan, which is kind of crazy because in PRS you don't get mulligans. But it sure helped me out. I actually was able to gain a couple extra hits reshooting that. That was stage 11, called the Rotten Rodents. You're basically shooting these little tiny like rats, and They got a little bit bigger, out to 184 yards. And you had to do that from 4 positions on the mini tank trap. And it was a pain in the ass, especially in the rain. Slave labor workers are on strike at the moment, Shaggy. Look at that. Mr. Shaggy's out there. Let's see. Long haul. Rick, when did you get the 2 auto tricklers? Smoking Cash, I've had them for over a year now. Actually, Ray brought that one back today. That one's been at Ray's house. So we're good to go. Other than that, he was having an issue with it, but when I bought them, it came with 2 plugs. And the plug that looks like this, that says FZI FX1 on it, was actually the wrong one. So it was coming up with faults, and he was having issues with it. So it would never really worked well for him. And come to find out, we didn't have the right plug in. So, but yeah, those are the FX300s. They were the same price. Actually, Todd Elfster hooked me up with a contact on those, and I was able to get them for the same price as the FX120s. So let's see here. Any plans on building a 22 mag precision rifle, Kenny? I heard you may be shooting our factory rifle shootout. What are you bringing, if so? Actually, I was talking to Ben. I think I might be able to shoot that one. I wanted to talk to Ray and see if I could borrow his Bagara. Bagara is putting on an event, guys, if you don't know where this event was held, the Machete Yeti, which is in Cumberland. Jeez, I can't even think. Kentucky. And it's pretty cool because you need to shoot a factory rifle. So it's kind of neat. It'll be more on the shooter, less on the gear, which most of it's really on the shooter anyways. So it'll be kind of neat to try out. The rifle has to be, there's a couple things. You can run any scope you want on it, but the rifle, the action, and the chassis, no, not the chassis, the stock, all needs to be stock. You can upgrade the trigger, and you can put whatever scope you want on it, but it can't be over $1,500. And it'll be a pretty cool match. So that one's being sponsored by Bagara. I think they're doing Bagara's. Well, Ben and Travis are sponsored by Bagara, but I think they're having like a Bagara event where they'll be out there. So that'll be pretty cool. And I'm going to try to shoot. I'm going to hopefully be able to ask Ray if I can shoot one of his Bagaras, because he does have one that should be, I think, all stock. I don't know. So we'll find out. I'll shoot something. I don't know. I'm out of options now. I gave my RPR away. So that one's gone. If not, I know Travis that Ben had said you might have one I could borrow if needed, which would be awesome. But I think I might be able to get one figured out. I would like to get one figured out because then I can put a scope on it and get all the dope and actually have data for it instead of just shoot it. Eagle Eye says building the 22 Grendel AR-15 spits out a 90 grain 8 tips, 3,050 feet per second with a 20-inch barrel. If you do the ballistics and wind holds with a 90 grain or 88 grain at 3,100, it's crazy. Eagle Eye's always testing the limits. I love it. Let's see. I can attest to a lot of that accurate. I can attest to a lot that is accurate in 1 in 16 is not as accurate in a 1 in 12. Yeah, Big Country, him and his son have 2 rifles that they shoot, and I think one of them is a 12 and one's a 16. I know their dope's a little bit different, just with having a different twist rate, and they definitely, each rifle needs their own lot of ammo. Even if everything is the same, and more than likely it'll shoot okay, it'll shoot decent, but there is a lot of ammo out there that probably makes it shoot even much better. I shot a bone stock Marlin 22 mag that shoots half-inch group at 75 yards. There you go, buddy. Skunk Ape's out there. Appreciate it, Skunk Ape. 80 Baja. 80 Baja was out there shooting with us. That was Jay, if you guys saw him on the video. Smoking Cash. Why don't more shooters use a reticle holdover instead of dialing? I never dial unless I am out of reticle. Smoking Cash, I kind of think it depends on what they're doing, how much time you have. It can be a hair more accurate if you dial, especially if you're shooting freaking lollipops at, 200 yards or something. And then depending on what reticle you have, some people like myself on the EBR7C on the vertical line only have half mil holds. So if you got to shoot it's always 3 or something, it's kind of a pain in the butt. But I think that's the reason why. That's my reason why. Kenny likes those hot rod calipers. Always a good watch seeing him put these rifles together. Yeah, Jaybird, he always got something going on. I like it. There's a setting in Kestrel called Accuracy First, Smoking Cash. I'm working on understanding that. Very interested in how it works. Yeah, I'm hoping Ray does a video on that. Kind of give you guys an idea. When he was out there with Todd, basically the guy that invented some of that stuff. He's the guy that I believe, the Horus reticle and all that stuff. The Trimmer 3, the H59, all that kind of stuff. There's a reason why there's those extra gizmo gadgets in there, and it's not what you guys think. There's actually where you can dial 2/10 up, and if your dope is, say, 5, you have to figure out what your rifle is, but basically, if you had a shot at 625 yards and it said you needed X amount, you basically dropped a decimal point, and that would be your hold. So there's some tricks out there. But those are made for targets that are a lot larger, man-sized targets. This is more of a military application. Chris Beck says I have a factory Voodoo. Won't work for Steel Safari. Targets can be, yeah, that's basically what I'm saying. See, it makes sense on the reticles. I changed all mine to a Trimmer 3. Yeah, there's some disadvantages to having the Trimmer 3, though. I noticed it out in, I wasn't shooting. No, yeah, I was shooting a Trimmer 3. No, I was shooting a primary arms Athlon. No, not Athlon. Something like that. Primary arms. It was their Platinum series. It was an Athlon reticle or Athena reticle. I think that's what it is. And there's times where there's too much crap in there to spot your own hits. So you got to kind of weigh the good and the bad of having all that crap in there. And when I say crap, I don't mean it as in bad. I just mean it as in stuff on the reticle. The Trimmer 3 is not a PRS reticle. There is a reason none of the pros use it. Yeah, if you're doing more team sniper matchy kind of stuff, or more moving targets, or your job is to hunt bad guys or stuff like that, I think that is an amazing reticle. If you're shooting PRS and you're trying to spot a 6 Creedmoor hit dirt, target, weed, something at 1,200 yards or whatever the case is, it may be right behind that little dot. So it makes it kind of tough. It makes it tougher, I should say. So there's nothing wrong with Trimmer 3. I know Matt P, he shoots the Trimmer 3 reticle, and he's an outstanding shooter, so it works for him. I know Ray's a big fan of the Trimmer 3 on some of his stuff, and a lot of other shooters I know use it, so there's definitely nothing wrong with it. I shot my first Steel Safari this year. Had I been able to call the wind, placed top 25. Smoking Cash, nice. So you were out there with were you out there with Raymundo and Eagle Eye? Pulled the trigger on an NX8 2-20. Oh, the Mill XT. Yeah, that's if you guys don't know, that's a Night Force reticle. No. This is the Burst. No, Mill XT is the I think it's, for some reason I'm going crazy right now. I thought it was a Vortex. If it's the Vortex, not Vortex, geez, Night Force, I mean, makes a Night Force Eagle Eye. But yeah, that's actually a really good PRS reticle, I think. Does Vortex still make the same reticles as your Razor HD? I have some older ones, conservative sniper. So the EBR2C is basically, the 7C is the upgrade of the EBR2C. And actually the 7C, in my opinion, is better anyways. So on the vertical lines, the way it's set up is the number basically of each mill is right along the line. On the 7C, it's on the outer part of the Christmas tree, which makes it nice because instead of trying to figure out exactly, like if you're on the 2, like where the 2 should be of the, what part of the 2 is actually, where you want to hold, and the 3 and the 4 and the 5 and all the way down to 10, basically. Trying to figure that out sucks. So I'd rather have it on the outer part so that it's all the same going down vertical. Let's see. I shot the June match. Smoking Cash says, awesome, man. Let's see. Night Force is a brand that you just expect quality from. Yeah, they make great stuff. They definitely make great stuff. I had my choice between the H59 and trimmer with my razors. H59 was not for me, so I better get used to those dots being in my way. I actually like the H59. I have it on my centerfire Skittles rifle. I like it because it has the 2 tenths going down where the 7C doesn't, but you will spend about an extra $500, guys. That $500 doesn't even go to Vortex. That's basically a thing that they have to pay. There's a name for it. I can't think of it. Not gratuities, but you know what I'm talking about. So basically, Vortex has to pay for us to utilize that reticle. Cost of doing business. But yeah, I like the H59. The trimmer 3 is great too as well. Just depends on how much stuff you want in there. Cars Jan, what's up? Let's see here. Let me get tuned up with some iced tea real quick. What other stuff is going on? Royalty. Thank you, Abigail. That is what I meant. That is the exact word I was looking for. What are the Gizmo gadgets? I don't have much. I can tell you I went back to, what's this store called? Field and Stream? No, it used to be Field and Stream. Outdoor, Sportsman Outdoors. That's what it is now. And I had bought a pair of Killex rainproof pants. And the rainproof pants worked amazing. So I went back to where I had picked those up, and I tried to find the top set of the pants, basically the top portion of it. They had something that was close. I had the lady search the whole thing and go on the website and stuff to get the exact pants or to match the pants. And the camo I didn't really care about. I just wanted that material. And to no prevail. So if you're looking for good rain pants, those work really well. It says 100% waterproof, and they were 100% waterproof. Worked super well. Now, the REI jacket, rain jacket that I had, that I've owned for probably a year a year or so, maybe a year and a half. Did not fare well. It kept a lot of rain off me, but at the end of the match, you probably saw it in the video, it was just solid wet. So it was a darker green, and the water was getting in basically. So I would not spend your money on that style jacket. New Zeiss V6 is worth giving a look. Big countries in the house. Smoking Cash. Do y'all think these new digital scopes will take over? I don't know. I guess it'll depend on how much abuse they can take in the field, how well they'll do, and I don't know. I mean, everything's getting electric, right? You know, we're relying on kestrels now. We're relying on our smartphones to tell us dope. And as things get smarter, we get dumber. So if you're going to do something like that, I would say at least know how to do it the old school way. As long as it relies on true glass to see. Yeah, some of the stuff that you'll see, like some of the thermally kind of stuff, it's basically a screen, and it's just projecting what it's seeing. But I know we've tried a couple in the past. I can't remember who made it, A&G or somebody out there. It was actually really cool because you could you would hit the rangefinder on it. You know, it would say, I don't know, say 450 yards, and then it would actually tell you your reticle, I think, would light up where the where you're supposed to hold, basically. So there is some really cool technology out there for, you know, for hunters and stuff like that. I don't see why they wouldn't. I mean, if it worked well, you may see PRS someday go to that. I don't know. Problem is, are you lasering off to the side of the target and you got another 50 yards and you don't know that, and you're getting the wrong dope, especially in 22 rimfire stuff, you're probably going to shoot over it. So maybe center fire won't be such a big deal because it's a lot flatter shooting than a 22, but I don't know. We'll see how that kind of goes. Your pants deflected that 100 gallons of water off that tent. Yeah, 80 Baja. Yeah. So as we were moving from stage to stage, the other squad had a nice tent, like I talked about earlier, you know, like a canopy, and they were moving it over. And when they parked it, I was right. Basically, I don't know. I'm going to exaggerate. You know, the 150 gallons that was on top of the tent decided to get all over me. And at first I was like, oh, man. And then I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm wearing rain gear. No big deal. I would say always pack rain gear, even if it's not going to rain. I've said it in the past. It doesn't take up any room, and you will wish you had it if you didn't. I'm from the government, and I'm here to help. What is going on? Welcome to the show. Let's see. Smoke Cash said, I got to shoot one of the latest Isyour6covered with the rangefinder in it. I was impressed. Good info. I got a chance to check out Chris Simmons's Isyour6covered's spotting scope, and it was very nice. It was very nice. Rick, what is that big back hanger on your shoulder when you shoot, and do you have to have it? What is that big back hanging on my shoulder? What is that big back hanging on? Oh, the big bag hanging on your shoulder. That's this thing. This thing right here is actually a tool that more shooters should be shooting with. So basically, let me go down here a little bit. Basically, you have a couple different heights here. So you wear it over your shoulder like this. And what you're trying to do is you're trying to get a solid position. So if I'm kneeling and this is on my This is on my knee. I'm filling this void here. And I'm able, instead of my arm shaking, if I don't have this and I'm trying to hold the rifle up and it's doing this, I'm getting rid of all that movement because now I have a place for my arm to rest. And I'm not, even though it might be slight, not having the bag underneath there, it is a lot better. So some of the things that you also do, or you try to do, is you try to get, when you're basically down here, you want your rifle, if possible, to be on here. And then as you're shooting, everything is a lot more stable. So the rifle, it's on your shoulder, but it's filling the void. Trying to utilize stuff that YouTube won't shut my live chat down on. But these are a huge help. There's some times when stuff, look how dirty that is. There's times when that didn't work out so well. When shorter shooters will use it for steps. There was a place where I actually had to step on one of my bags in order to reach over the barricade so I could get the right angle. So, but that is a huge help if you can utilize that bag and have it for 4 positions out of the 5, and your points will definitely increase. I will guarantee you that. If you can get used to using that bag and one other, like a Game Changer or a Schmedium, those are basically the 2 bags that's the 2 bags you need, period. In my opinion, you can get to a very stable 5 position. When you're on you guys might have seen the video that I put out yesterday. When you're on a roof prop, you can fill that void. So I'm over the top. That rifle, you want to rest on that big bag, and you will get a very solid platform. And like Tree Feller says, when you guys saw me carrying that around, I don't even know if I put a video out on that. I didn't really even put video out for the snipers. I carried that everywhere I went, and I used it as a pillow. I use it as a place to sit down on. It doesn't weigh hardly anything. It's just a big, light bag that fills voids. That is an Armageddon bag. Rick's porta potty. I am tired of autocorrects. Shirt. Let's see. I take my body pillow and duct tape it around my waist. Works amazing. Mycroft is out there. What's up? Big ass is the size. Big ass is the size. Let's see. Michael Muzzy. We just started NRL here in upstate New York in April. By June, we all had bags. Yeah, it is definitely, it's an important item. It doesn't weigh much. It takes up a lot of room though. But you basically just throw it over your shoulder. You don't know you need it. And then when you need it, you just kind of grab it and fill the void. It works good. You're going to use it all the way. Basically, anything that's that high off the ground, if you're not running a bipod. This is like if you got a stage where you're going to run rails, like, a five rail gate. If you need to come off the first one and here's the ground, that bag works great. You basically slide it sideways, jam it in there, jam your rifle in there. You got a super stable, you got a bag on the rail, Game Changer, tater tot, whatever the hell you want to use, fortune cookie, blah, 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 so on, so on, so on. Jam that in there and you will be rock solid. Are guns even legal in New York? Yes, Eddie Flores, they're legal in New York. Just they got some of the unfortunate rules like California does, unfortunately. But hey, they're out there shooting. That's all that matters. PRS is great for that because 10-round magazine will get you through most stages. There was a lot of stages, guys, where, and this is going to help you guys. The comment I'm going to make here in 2 seconds is going to be an important one, in my opinion. So this is a +5 for a Rim-X. And as you can see, I have not used it yet. And kind of getting to the point of what I'm going to get at. I so wish I would have had enough time to test this and make sure that it would function perfect. Because not every stage, but a huge majority of where we started. So let's see here. 12 round stage, 12, 12, 12. So basically 5 out of 12. There might be more on here. I didn't see this page. There was a lot of them, or enough of them where I was like, shit, I had to do a mag change. But I did not test this to any standard. I didn't have the time, so I did not run this. I could have put this together and hope for the best. I'm really trying not to do that anymore. I just run what you know is going to work. So in my pocket of a jacket, another thing too is when you're shooting in the rain and you got a rain jacket on, you're shooting in the cold and you have a cold jacket, basically just a jacket, make sure you zip that damn pocket on whatever side you shoot from, because there was like 5 times I stuck my freaking bag rider in my effing pocket hole, and I'm like, God dang it. And I'd have to like pull it out. And so zip that zipper up or duct tape that son of a biatch, because, man, it seems like it comes perfect. It's just, it would scoop right in my pocket. And don't let that happen to you. But, yeah, don't try stuff on the fly. So I'm going to proof this out. And once I know this works really well, I'm going to be super excited because I won't have to do a mag change because I'll have 15 rounds, which will be awesome. Tyler says, I use my 15 for everything as it's easier for me to grab. Use it, Rick. They are money. Yes. Now, a downside of shooting Rim-X, because I'm going to give you the good, the bad, and the ugly. These magazines, especially with the +5, you're almost looking at $200. But, I mean, the machine work, the quality of these magazines are well worth it. I would rather have 2 good magazines, which right now I have 2 good magazines that work really well. I would prefer to have one that's a 15, which some point soon this will be a 15, and one that's a 10, than a bazillion of these damn things. All right, so I would rather spend money on good quality stuff that works than have a bunch of these that just are limp dick. Sometimes work, sometimes don't. Sorry for those of you that I might have offended with that, but it's just, I'm frustrated when it comes to that stuff. It's just not fair. Let's see here. Speaking of having 2 mags, Rick, sure wish I had a second mag. Well, if you would have shot instead of been a sissy and shot in the rain with us, you could have had your magazine. Josh was going to come down, going to hang out at the house. We were going to head off, be able to BS all the way to the thing, and then he decided he didn't want to play anymore. Let's see. Them pump pillows are for shooting? ? LOL. That's right. And for sleeping and for sitting. But yeah, pump pillows are the way to go. Speaking of having 2 mags, Rick. I already read that one. Haha. It's the operator. $200 is 2% of a $9,000 rifle, Rick. Cheap. LOL. Yeah, and they work. And they work. Hey, Voodoo. Fix the magazines. Let's see. Where's my buddy Tim at? Is Tim still out here? Tim, are you out here? The other Tim Davis, are you out here? I thought Voodoo's only come with 1 mag. They do come with 1 mag. That's right, Big Country. I gave him the 12-rounder that I had made, which I was going to do a video on how to do the +2 thing, and I accidentally gave him the other one. And it works really well, but I just, I don't know if I want to not mess up, but do the same thing to another mag because, I don't know. So I haven't put a video out because I didn't want to chop this one up a little bit. Now, somebody I talked to at the match, it might have been Willard. Was it Willard? I think it was Willard, had bought some +2 mags for the Voodoo. Just so you guys know. +2 mags, right? So you basically pop that off, and then it was a full length kind of thing. And it didn't work for crap, guys. He had said. And the problem is you got to take this out anyways in order for it to continue going. And then you also have to cut basically the tail of that mag or the follower anyways. So if you're going to do that, basically all you got to do is do the little Ninja Secret Squirrel stuff, and you don't need to buy the base plates anyway. So Rick upgraded you. Yeah, I did upgrade him. That's right. Yes, I think a 3D printed mag would be a good prototype. Yeah, if we could ever get someone to make an X-Do magazine or a Rim-Do or a Voo X or whatever, they could have an amazing rifle if they would just fix the magazine. Anyways, enough said on that already. So just so you guys know, the top 3 spots at the Machete Yeti, 2 of them were Rim X's. First place was a Rim X. Second place was a Voodoo, and third place was a Rim X. Let's see. It would be a Nerf gun. Why couldn't you 3D print a rifle chassis? You can pretty much 3D print anything you want nowadays, I think. Any problems with your Anarchy mag extensions? My springs keep getting stuck. Let's see. How long have we been yapping for? Uh-oh, it's getting close, ladies and gentlemen. How many of you guys had a chance to hit the thumbs up button? And even hit the subscribe button if you have not yet. If so, I'm trying to keep ahead of my buddy at Pursuit of Accuracy. I want to try to get 10,000 subscribers, which I'm getting close before Josh does, because I'll just be super sad. It took me 8 years, and he's doing it in basically 8 months. So help a brother out. Other than that, that was pretty awesome. I really don't have much more for you guys. I got my Australian buddies blasting me up on, they won't leave me alone, on text messages. Let's see if there's something I can share with you guys. I can't quite understand about the mags with that pity in your mouth. Out of control. My Australian buddies just getting out of control. All right. No issues on mine. Make sure you got them in right. Yeah, make sure you're loading the magazines correctly, which it's unfortunate you even have to do that. Cheers from Washington State, Freedom says. Welcome, welcome. I have some ideas. I kind of want to pull the bottom of the spring back so the rounds feed at the angle they're supposed to. The problem with the spring is it has been designed to do, you can tweak them. Don't get me wrong. You're bending the metal, but you know, it's the old fix of like your Glock magazine when they're getting old and you try to pull them out and make them longer. That does work for a very short time. But at the end of the day, when you get worn springs, you need to replace them because they're not going to run correctly. And I actually, on my Infinity, when we're shooting 3-gun, I actually have spare mag springs because that stuff does, you're cramming in 20 rounds in those things. They get a little, and you're shooting them a lot. A spring is fine either in compression or, out. It's when they do this is when you wear them out. So, you know, the old question of, can I have loaded magazines? Can I keep them loaded? Yeah, you can keep them loaded. And you should have some loaded magazines nearby. But what makes them wear out is the in and out, is what I've heard. A birdie at the Precision Rifle Expo told me that someone is putting a hold on metal mags for now. Huh. Big country for which magazines? Interesting. Call them up and they should get you straight. Now, I did order today a Bagara, a barreled action that I had won at the match. So hopefully we'll see one of those coming down the pipe, so that we can do some Bagara testing and have some fun with it and see how it does. And supposedly I will be getting the steel barrel because I don't want the carbon fiber. But we'll see. I do not know for sure. But yeah, super excited to be able to pull that off the prize table. Huge shout out to Bagara for, you know, doing this kind of stuff, putting stuff on the prize table. Everybody out there. Vortex has always been a huge component of supporting all the matches. And Thunder Beast, you always see it no matter where you go. Obviously, no matter where you go is an exaggeration, but I always see Thunder Beast suppressors on, you know, certificates on the table. Huge shout out to Zach and those guys. It's helping out the shooting community and all the other people, Armageddon Gear and so on and so forth, and shit, pretty much everybody in the rifle community. How close were you to Chris Simmons' score, Rick? Hi from South Dakota. I was less than a point away from Chris Simmons. He had a 95. He had a 95 point something, and I had a 95 point something else. So it's less than one hit away. But with that in mind, he had an issue with the last stage, and he dropped a few points. He probably would have got first if his reticle would have held up. So unfortunately, having good gear is vital, like we talked about, especially, you know, last stage. I mean, it's like, come on, that sucks. But he, I was holding my own, trying to hang out with the big dogs up there. It was cool that we got first, second, and third in our squad, and that was pretty neat because you don't know what every other squad's doing. Hell, they could have shot way better than you. I had no idea I was going to end up with a trophy, and you know, super excited about that. So that was really cool. But you know, I figured, I probably got middle of the pack or whatever, and I was like, dang, I won! Can't believe it. Send that Bagara over, Rick. Bet I can make it shoot if I figure out a barrel for it. All right, I'll send it over. Let's see. Made damn sure you got a big ass iced tea this time. Yeah, but it's almost out. This one's like super. This one's got a lot of sugar in it. It'll be about 4 o'clock in the morning before I go to bed. Let's see. Kyle Thomas. Tree feller. We need trees cut over here. Why not move and come to Gun Paradise? Yeah, it'd be cool. I know when I talked to his name's Jason, tree feller. I'm like, yeah, man, come on out. Got a place for you to stay for whatever. One day when he makes it to the USA. I see you flexing on us with that trophy right behind you. Pursuit of Accuracy. Have you guys ever seen Pursuit of Accuracy? He actually has a few trophies on his thing. I almost didn't put it there because I knew you guys were going to expect me to put it there. Let's see. Other things that's going on is I signed up for Kettlefoot. Willard, I don't know if you're still watching or not. That link that I Chris had given you actually worked if you logged in. So signed up for that on the 13th. And then the 20th, I might try to make it back out to Kentucky again, which would be fun to shoot that match, the stock match. Basically factory gun, Bagara competition. So we'll see how that goes. See if I can get a factory rifle or not to shoot. So that'll be one of the things that'll either yay or nay it. And then what else? Oh, December is, so we got Kettlefoot, which is regionals coming up on the 13th. Is that like in 2 weeks? Jeez. What are we in right now? October? I'm so confused. Monday. Oh, no, we're in November. Jeez almighty. Yeah, November. Yeah, so it's in 2 weeks-ish. 13th, yep. And then the weekend after, may shoot that factory Bagara competition. And then December 3rd, I think it's December 3rd, is the freaking PRS Nationals in Texas. Chris Simmons is going to that big country, and his son's going. Chris Simmons is going, and quite a few people I know. So that's pretty cool. I think Travis and Ben are going out there as well, and probably some of the other top shooters from around here. I think Levi's going. So, can I run my factory Remex? No, it's a $1,500 max. But Tyler, you should go. You should shoot something. Send me the link. Practice score, not StreamYard. Yeah, what happened to you on getting on the thing? Why did you not come on here? Why, oh why? Oh, so the answer to the thing, there's a Voodoo 360 fix, and it's WOMFAT. That's why it was so close. WOMFAT. That's it. WOMFAT. He's got 5,000 subscribers. He's out of Canada. He's a Canuckian, but he puts out good videos. So go check him out. And let me do this real quick because I'll forget. And I saw Six Rudders out there earlier. Remember how I just remembered you Six Rudders when I said I forget? I still haven't mailed that damn thing out. Damn it, Bobby. What am I doing? Oh, yeah. I'll do it later. I'll forget it anyways. One puppet for another. Matt at WOMFAT. Yes, there you go. That is it. StreamYard wouldn't allow my headset. Oh, gotcha. Didn't the sniffer shit himself? Once that LED affected president of yours is gone, it will be the best place to go. Yeah, no crud. Do you have a link to the factory rifle match? Actually, I do. Let's see here. How would I do this? Let's see. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, I got an idea. Let me go on here real quick. So you're going to need to go to Kentucky Precision Rimfire is the name of the group. And it looks just like this. You're going to want to go there. Kentucky Precision Rimfire. This is Ben Blevins is one of the admins. There may be more. I don't know. Great guys. Great group. And on there you will see, I think, the link. And if not, I'll figure out a way somehow to make it happen. People hate Kamal even worse, DW says. Yes, sir. +5 is out there. What's up, +5? Thank you very much, by the way. Come on, Rick. Shoot a CZ and stick it to Josh. Tree Feller. Maybe Josh will let me borrow a factory CZ or something he's got. I'm checking the mailbox every day after work. 600s. I will call you when I mail it, so you don't have to do that crap. If you're ready to build it, though, I just need to get an envelope. I need to go to Walmart and grab an envelope. That's all I need is an envelope and a stamp. Damn, I'm lazy. I apologize, 6-Router. I know it's probably driving you crazy. I hate waiting for shit to get to the mailbox and it's not there, and you're like, ah. And you know what? That's all on me. And I apologize for my sucky lack of filling that order. Manuel Lopez, do you have a link? Yeah, Manuel, go to the Facebook thing. It should be in there somewhere. It's on the 20th though. Plan ahead. Actually, you win money at this match. You don't win a trophy, but hopefully Travis hears. I was talking to Ben earlier, and I'm like, man, is there going to be a trophy? Like, if you have a chance to win a Travis trophy, that's a reason to go by itself. So Ben's going to try to talk him into just making a single layer or something. Because I'd rather have a trophy over, I don't know how much money you're going to win, but you know, I just want more trophies than Josh, and I got a ways to go. So found it. There you go. Manuel Lopez says, you are welcome, sir. You can't handle this easy. I don't think I can, actually, pursuit of accuracy. I might accidentally just bend that barrel on accident. It'd be accident, Josh. It would be a horrible accident. Like, oh, the CZ is down. CZ down. All right. I have been yapping by myself for 1 hour and 32 minutes to you great people out there in the YouTube world. I appreciate everything you guys do. Thanks for showing up. Stay safe. And again, we'll lead with Lead Be Gone. We're actually going to end with Lead Be Gone. So get something to wash your hands before you eat. Take extra care when you're loading your mags, shooting those leaded bullets. Oh, there's Travis right there. There will be trophies. Yeah. All right. There you go. You can't beat a Travis trophy. I'm telling you, the guy's magical. Josh just got one last week after watching your videos. Michael says, oh, missing something here. What did he say? Oh, you can't handle the CZ. Yeah, that's why he's got a Voodoo now. He's like, I just got to have that Voodoo. I just got to have a Voodoo. No, he didn't say that. Where can people buy your excellent tripods? +5. Oh, link, please. Go to, I'll help you out with this one. You guys need to go to Death X Squad. Come on, focus. Focus. Of course they ain't going to focus. Come on, sucker. Come on. You got this. Come on, cameraman. There it is. Death X Squad. What's +5's website? Trying to show you. In the worky. I think it's deathxsquad.com. I think +5's probably still in here. Maybe he's typing. All right, you guys saw it here first. Bam. Dun, 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 dun. All right. I have yapped enough. I have to go run around the house for the next 2 hours to get this crazy sugar out of my system so I can go to sleepy. Got to work tomorrow. 80 hours a week, part-time. Right, Sam? We're saving. All right, you guys have a good night. Oh, there you go. +5. Appreciate it. Conservative Sniper Hunter. Conservative Sniper Hunter is looking for +5's link. +5. Type it in real quick, and then we'll get the heck out of here. Come on now. Come on now. Rick, when are you going to leave some Let's Go Brandon hats? Oh man, I tell you what, I have been thinking very hard about making some stuff. I don't know. It's going to be a little bit better than Let's Go Brandon, though. But yes. All right. Come on, +5. Type that in. Hurry up. All right. Maybe someone else can help me out. Y'all have a good night. You guys take care. Be safe. Appreciate it. Sorry for looking down at the comments. I need to get this right here to be up here, so it'll look better. It'll look like I'm looking into the camera. All right. Anyways, enough yapping. Get your asses to bed. You guys got stuff to do tomorrow. Tuesday morning. It's going to be better than today.